Just kind of wanted to touch base with everybody, see if you had any questions, kind of give you a little update on where things are at. Right now we have about 20 some sites, and the registration's open, so some sites are starting to collect other groups. And then what else we have going on? We have Adam, who's already recorded his message at the end of September. I was going to fly down there, but then I would have to quarantine for 14 days coming back, which we might have to do anyways, because we have a couple of cases at the EF here that's tested positive for Rona. So be praying for those folks. And I was just telling Luke that one of the schools that my boys go to, they got their first confirmed case. So fun times all over the place. We'll just trust in the Lord in this whole crazy stuff. And then back to Saturate. Everything is online. You should have the email that has the promo packets where you can download posters. That has a little white box where you can fill in your own details. There's some flyers, schedules, front of the card, back of the card, merch flyers, I think. Have you guys got on and seen the t-shirts and stuff and sweatshirts? Got the little Friends logo thing going there. Those are starting to sell quite a bit. How that works is you can order as many as you want and it comes right to you, or you can let your teens know about it and they can directly get on the link and order themselves, and everything comes right to them. I think the deadline is like October 20th. If you want to receive it by the Saturate, it takes a couple weeks to come on out. So keep that in mind when you're communicating things to your group. We're working hard with Elim Gospel Church, tech-wise. Hey, Josh, good to see you. Tech-wise, to get everything rolling there. We're going to be live streaming from Elim Gospel Church. That's where Kenny is the youth pastor, slash worship guy, slash anything else the pastor doesn't want to do. But he's going to be there with us. They're going to open it up to their youth group and another youth group locally. And so it'll be nice to have a little bit of a crowd there. And we'll be going live from there. Hey guys, it seems like when I get on Zoom, my kids get louder. Does that happen to any of you guys? It's just like, oh, let's see how we can tick that off. See what kind of Christianity comes out. So, and my wife's not home yet from work. It's a fun day out here. So what we're doing is we're recording some live worship sets. Adam's group recorded a set. Kenny and some of the EGC group is going to be recording a couple sets as well. So we're going to have some live recorded worship. But then again, if you want to do your own live worship, you're able to do that. We're going to have a set schedule. I think it's like a 30-minute worship set. We'll go over all the details so you can flow with the transitions. All the transitions will be live. Alex is going to be emceeing along with a couple other folks. So we just got those things in place. Let's see what else. Locally, we got some teams putting together that they're going to crash some of the local sites and do some drawings and giveaways. And just some video stuff with some of that, just to keep the surprises coming. Do you guys have any questions, any thoughts, anything that's not clear, that might be clear coming from me, but not clear coming to you? I'd love to go over anything with that.
Hey, Mark, can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay.
Good to hear you.
Good. I have one question. Do you have like an estimated end time for each night so we can tell parents what time to pick their children up?
I will, once I get all the recording the messages in, and then we'll hope to have everything kind of like preset ahead of time. So we should have a fairly good idea of when the message and will be done. But you know, you might want to leave time for personal ministry after that because we're going to turn that over to you guys. We might do some live stuff at the church, but at least you'll have a good idea of when things should be ending. But I have to wait. I'm still waiting. David Ham is recording his next week. And so I should have an idea once that happens. Now, are you guys all, who's doing like overnighters? Dominique, I know a couple other churches are. Josh, you're shaking your head no. Is that like, yes, we are, and I'm not happy about it, or what's the head shake?
That is, we're not tackling that thing at this juncture in my life.
Yeah, my overnight days are long gone. I can't last past 9 o'clock without a shot of Mountain Dew. But Jim, how are you guys going to do it out there with time differences?
So I'll probably just, as most of what you're doing is recorded, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just make it work that way, or either that or adjust our schedule. But that would be a little bit of a challenge in the mornings. I'm still looking for a venue because our church doesn't have a building. So we've been meeting in a tent, and it's getting a little chilly for tents in November. I know we're in Colorado, but it's still cold in November.
Yeah.
And so
snowstorm.
Yeah, we literally could have a snowstorm, but so I'm trying to work with another church the next town over, see if they would like co-host it with us, and then once I get that narrowed down, we'll figure out timing and such, because we also have to work around whatever their church's schedules are. So
Sure. You might be able to. I know there's one church who asked me that they might just do a Saturday only event, and if we could. You know, get the recordings where they can just block them in. So I got to talk to Andy and the guys over at EGC. You know, maybe get the recordings to you ahead of time, and then you could work it any way that you want. That's another option because
right.
that'll alleviate one night. We might be able to do some things that way. So,
but even then, you guys are starting at 7, right?
7 at night. Both nights, and then 9:30 I think is Saturday morning.
Yeah. My only concern is,
what's that?
My only concern would be the 7:30 in the morning start time.
No.
Other than that.
No, 9:30 in the morning. Oh, 7:30 for you.
Right. So we may just miss one session and just do the rest of it at a normal time.
Jim, that's my suggestion. That I'm speaking that morning, so you can't miss it.
Well, never mind. I won't miss it. Or actually, are you speaking live or are you going to record it?
I'm gonna go live.
Okay. You're making my life difficult, man.
I know.
It's all good. And if worse comes to worse, can they record it while you're doing it live, and then I could do yours on the back end?
I believe so. I think we can. If we're doing any of that, I think, yeah, because we record them anyways. So,
right. So I can just take yours and move it to the end.
That's right. Save the best for last, bro.
That's right. You know it.
I follow up Adam McCain. See how that goes.
Hey, I'm all good.
But we also are going to have a hot topic panel live through Zoom at 1:30 on that Saturday afternoon to about 3 with Adam, David, and Ryan Faison from New Jersey. So we're going to be tackling probably the race issue, unity, some of those topics. But that will be live through Zoom. You'll be able to text in questions during that time. And then, you know, at 3 o'clock when it's over, you could either go and do small groups or have your own little epic recharge or do with that whatever you want until the afternoon or to the evening meeting. But that will be live from the church with those guys coming through Zoom. So we're hoping all that works out. So any other thoughts, questions?
Do you know any other topics for the live panel?
We might touch base with the mental health side of things again, because that was a lot of people wanted to do a part 2 with that. But I felt with what's going on with our nation and some of the things our kids are facing at school and stuff, that this might be a good opportunity to talk about some of the racism stuff and things that are going on. Coming from Adam, we've had a lot of discussions. He's got 1/3 Hispanic, 1/3 Black, and 1/3 white. And so he's had a lot of interesting things happening at their church. And David and Ryan have been doing stuff. They did a Zoom meeting with me and doing stuff all the time. But between those 2 topics, that's what we're going to be kind of handling. I think those will be heavy enough. But any other thoughts out there? I know, Dominique, why don't you share what you're doing? You're doing kind of the Taj Mahal of this whole thing. And so
What?
you're
No,
you're doing food, you're doing, I'm going to
yeah,
go.
we're trying to do it up. Like obviously the teens love Saturate, so we're trying to just make it as much Saturate as we can. So we're doing Epic Recharge overnight, Chick-fil-A. So.
Oh, the Lord will be there.
You're right.
Yeah, if you guys can take any videos and pictures, because I want to do like a big, you know how we do like a recap video?
Yeah.
But I'd like to take everybody's pictures and videos and kind of it won't be, that day, obviously, but maybe a couple weeks later, we can do a recap of all the different areas. I'm really excited. I mean, we got Miami signed up, and we got a couple places out in Michigan, Indiana, Ohio. I think I know Adam's trying to even work on their church so they can even be a site, because when they did the whole recording thing, they had the Saturate backdrops back there, and so they're thinking of going. Hold on a second. What? No. Was that too much there, Luke, that you had to mute me like that? That's my house, guys, with 4 boys. Everybody, there's a lot of poop talk and a lot of pee talk and a lot of wrestling. So anyways, we got hacked again? Just by my kids or by somebody else? Oh, by me. Sorry. Yeah, we got hacked in one Zoom meeting with Josh Finley on, so I'm just kind of trying to keep up with the status quo. Anyways, as the comic relief goes on here, you could be praying for me and my household, that we all survive each other. I think anyways, this is being recorded. It's on Facebook Live, so it's for the world to see. Praise God. Hallelujah. Yes, Linda, please save me with a comment, question, or prayer.
Yeah, amen. I just want to see how everybody else is doing, how their teens are doing with the mask wearing. Like we're in Maryland. I'm going to be real honest. The kids were wearing their masks and they're not wearing them the whole night when we have youth group. We're trying to distance, things of that nature. But with this conference, actually, we're probably not going to host another church because we're trying to do an outreach and we're asking them to invite their friends.
That's awesome.
But is anybody getting feedback about, we're going to be all day, well, not Friday, but Saturday, except for the outdoor time. Are you getting any feedback on mask wearing or problems?
I think a lot of that has to do with what each area, the social distancing guidelines. I know here, Kenny, what are you doing at the church?
Yeah, so right now at EGC, we've been having youth group outside. It got cold last night. A lot of the kids were complaining about being outside, but we still had fun. We ended up just having a fun night. They really just don't like to wear masks. But
No.
when we're coming inside, we're just like, hey, the rule that I'm gonna set is like, guys, you can't take off your mask until I tell you to. That's the rule. As our church, we have to be a lot more strict here in New York. But as our church, it's 6 feet distance. Once you sit down, you can take off your mask. But you just got to encourage them. It's about honoring our leaders and respect, and they can deal with it. They've been used to it in schools. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We haven't been inside yet, but we did have to come inside last week, and they all kept their masks on for the most part, you know. It's not trying to push it on them, but, you know, when you see them without it, just encourage them to put it back on. You know, that's the best we could do. Because they're struggling with it too. We don't like wearing masks either, right? But
Right.
it's the right thing to do.
Do you have to wear them while they're singing?
Yeah, that's the rule. I mean, that's because obviously it spreads faster with louder noise. So, yeah, we have a big auditorium. We have that luxury at EGC, so we're able to spread out quite a bit, especially for this conference. But I know other churches don't have that ability to do. But just encourage them to wear it, and just let them know that it's honoring people, those around them. So, I know some kids in our group want to, like they choose to wear a mask. I've seen a couple of them, and I just encourage the others who like say something wrong about it, or like, this is stupid or something like that. I'm like, you realize you're dishonoring your friend when you're saying that, you know, like they obviously feel very strongly about this. So it's just honoring one another. That's the best thing I could tell you.
Thank you.
We're all struggling.
I bought a bunch of extra shirts, and one of my goals during Saturate is that, like, I'm gonna have a contest for best looking mask, you know, and stuff like that, just to encourage the mask wearing, that they may not like it, but maybe we can have some fun with it. I'm going to come up with some other prizes too, maybe the silliest mask, that kind of thing, but that might help get your kids to wear them.
Good. That's good.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Luke, is Debbie back there? Do we have the Saturate mask on the merch thing that we're selling, or did we take that off?
She's checking right now, so it might be a minute.
We had, I'm not sure if we took it off, but we had a Saturate mask that we put on.
I'll get one up tonight.
Okay. So they'll be on there too, if you want to go that route. That's cool. Dominique, what you got the whole overnighter thing? How's that looking for social distancing?
Yeah, we're basically just gonna have sleeping areas 6 feet away. So we'll distance that way, and then masks basically all throughout pretty much everything except for when they're not 6 feet within distance of someone. Our kids are doing pretty good with it though, like they aren't fighting it too much. And we've just kind of been transparent through the whole thing. So yeah, we haven't had too much bad feedback from them, which is a blessing.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you all, because my teenager is sitting next to me begging me to have a sleepover now. So just thank you.
Do it up. It's going to be fun.
Our kids want it too, but I don't see us doing that. We don't have a big area.
I'll put Pastor Al in charge of that.
There you go. There you go. Oh boy. Yeah, there are masks on the merch site if you guys need that, just to motivate them to wear them. Also, I had a thought here. I left all my notes in my office because I've been home working all day today. Hey, Tess. Tess, give it up for Tess, guys. She is the early bird pizza winner from the drawing that we took. So they're going to be getting a pizza party on us for being one of the early bird Saturate sites. So give it up for Tess out there in Indiana. Welcome. Good to have you. And then also Luke just put the link on there for the Bonfire store. That's where all of our merch is coming from. things like that. Also, I don't know if you know about it, but there's a photo contest going on. This is our 15-year anniversary, so we're trying to do some videos and stuff of past years. So if you have any pictures of past years from your kids of when you came, of yourself or whatnot, just go ahead and send them in. I think there's some prizes for that that are going to be happening. Luke, does Debbie remember what the prizes are for the? I don't want to put her on her spot, put her on the spot, but I am.
Picture. No, she can't remember right now.
Yeah, well, they're in our notes, so we're going to be doing something, but it'll be fun to see 15 years of, it was actually Saturate happened, and then 2 weeks later we got Kyle through adoption, and now he's going to be 15 at the end of November. So it's kind of wild to think that. How many? Let's take a random number. How many have been to all of them? I guess we're doing an Amazon gift card for the winner of the couple Amazon gift cards for some of the photo contests. I've been to all of them. How about 5 of them? 5 or more? 7. All right, 10. Josh, way to go. All right. Good, we got some traction on this. Some of the kids are married that first came, and they're got kids of their own. Any other questions, thoughts? What we're doing here, we're gonna try to are you guys getting information on the website and also on our social media pages, Instagram? That's where we try to communicate the most. You can always email us at the office, and we'll get to you as soon as we can with all that. But we try to do everything just right through social media and on the website. Registration should be just pretty easy. It's just registering your group. You don't have to register anybody. If you're hosting other groups, you don't have to register their group. They're going to do that, and then we'll let you know who's coming. And we'll also hopefully be able to send you out little Saturate bracelets. We have leftovers from all the years. So as soon as we know your number, we'll be mailing those out to you, just so that kind of keeps the Saturate feeling. Also, the promo packet has the backdrop of Saturate that you can give to your media people just to throw on a screen or, use as a backdrop somewhere digitally for that. So anything that would just kind of help you out with making it more like a Saturate feel. But it's going to be cool. We're going to have all sorts of young people all over the country. We're still working internationally on some things with some groups and even Mexico. So hopefully we'll be in prayer, but we'll also be in touch unless anybody else has any other questions here. I'm going to jump on the chat, see what's going on with that. Okay, I'm not missing anything there. Everybody good? Mike, where are you guys coming from? Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Canton, Pennsylvania.
That's right, Canton. All right, cool. Good to have you guys. But don't hesitate to let us know, even leave a comment on Facebook or social media. But be praying. We're a little over a month away here, but it's going to be awesome. We're excited, and this might be the new way that we're going to be doing things in the future. I'd love to hear ideas, thoughts, what right, what we need to correct. But thank you for being on board with us. Can't do it without you guys. And be praying for all the challenges with social distancing and just. I'm also praying that just praying a protection of health and wholeness through the whole event. That nothing will be contracted or that we'll just have a great report that everything was good with all this. I'm just trusting the Lord with that, and I'm really praying that our teens, our young people, just really take up the cause for this. It's time. It's my time. It's such a time as this. A lot of things happen in our country, as you guys well know, that we need our young people to be strong in their faith and to be standing up for righteousness and justice and to have a voice. So thank you for what you do. I really do appreciate all you guys. Thank you for being with me with my boys, just being boys. So God bless you. Any other thoughts, questions before we say goodnight? Everybody good? All right, we'll be in touch. Appreciate you all. Thanks so much. Have a great night.